Hello and welcome back to the Clismcast with me, Meoni. Today I'm taking a day out from the onslaught of video guides to share with you some knowledge on the Recruiter Friend service here today. Recently, upon returning to the game, it became apparent a fair few people I knew wanted to also come back and try out the game. However, unlike a lot of them, I had my details written down, and they didn't, so they ended up buying new copies of the game. So this gave me a great opportunity to make this video, so thank you to everyone who I recruited, basically. Rose, Andrew, Mega, all of you guys, you're the ones that I should thank for this video. So, every time you recruit someone and they activate a new service account with Final Fantasy XIV, you receive 5 golden chocobo feathers for your character that's sent to you by Mogmail. These then can be redeemed for exclusive rewards from a vendor located, now there are multiple locations, but the one I'm going to locate here for you is in the upper decks of Limsa Lominsa at a clear opening called the Aft Castle. This area is usually used for the annual in-game events such as a Starlight Festival and is usually decorated accordingly. But on a normal day like today, you will see just an empty area, a big circle, and a few NPCs around the edge over here. These are all NPCs for redemption of gear from achievements, tokens, and indeed referral codes. Going to this vendor here, the Calamity Salvager, you'll notice a load of options. If you're the person recruited to the game, you can come here as you will receive silver chocobo feathers for actually being recruited. These can be redeemed for a few pieces of either low level gear, level 50 gear, or indeed level 60 gear. The level 60 pieces, by the way, are pretty damn good as they're 230 item level. These are usually obtained from grinding lore tombstones at endgame. It'll take you a while to get a full set of these, so it's definitely going to give you an advantage. But a lot of the level 50 pieces look cool, so it's kind of up to you. So if you're going to do anything, pick these up to give yourself a nice little boost when you hit the maximum level, level 60. Effectively, if you do buy the level 60 pieces, you are going to be able to bypass a load of item level restricted dungeons. A lot of the dungeons have like an item level restriction of 230 or 225 or something. This is easily obtained by getting these pieces with your silver chocobo feathers and making it easier to catch up to your friends. The other vendor option, Redeem Chocobo Feathers 1, is the one that I need to click on since I'm the person recruiting to get what I want. Now, I've recruited 5 players in total as of today, and this will actually give me enough feathers to get a couple of items. These items in particular are 2 mounts. The first mount is the Amber Drought Chocobo. This is acquired from 8 golden chocobo feathers. So here it is, this is the Amber Drought Chocobo. This is an actual multi-person mount, which has the ability to fly in Heavensward if you've unlocked it. This is perfect for helping your friends get to places that they ordinarily couldn't. If they haven't got a mount until level 20, you can help them out. A good example where you could use this is actually to reach fates to help them level on floating islands in some of the later Heavensward areas. Otherwise, it's kind of impossible for them to get to until they hit level 60 and they've cleared the story area for that area and unlocked flying, basically. However, since I have another 15 feathers, I can purchase the Twintania mount. Now, this is absolutely why I wanted to recruit people back to the game in the first place. You know, bit of selfish reason, but they get something out of it as well. It's absolutely fantastic looking. It's based on a Twintania boss of the same name, and it basically is exactly the same. It's beautiful. The model is fantastic, and if anything, it serves as a reminder of how unpuggable I thought this boss was back in the base game. A lot of people try to do it, but it was the same situation as Extreme Zervan is right now in level 60 content. It was the same sort of situation. You kind of hit turn 5, and it was kind of the make or break for a lot of, more casual players. So it reminds me of how painful that era was, and how rewarding it was when we finally beat it. The Twintania mount has a special ability to do a barrel roll. This does absolutely nothing in combat, and is simply a heartfelt nostalgia jab towards one of the abilities she used to use, and it looks damn cool. It's on a low GCD, so you can just spam this around and spin around looking cool. If you can get either of the mounts by getting your friends back into the game, do so. It's definitely one of the best times to come back to the game. Stormblood expansion releases with level 70 content and more in June of this year. I think it's June 20th. So you definitely want to get on board now. You've got plenty of time, don't worry too much about gearing, just focus on your leveling, and once you hit level 60 you're in a prime sort of situation to get into the content on the same level playing field as everyone else. And that's, if anyone's ever played an MMO at endgame before, if you come a bit late into it like we have just done, it's better to just sort of do what you can, kill some time, but really you're just waiting for that expansion to drop so you can actually, you know, have a level playing field with people. But at the same time, the game is really easy to get into. A lot of the content is readily puggable. A lot of it is really good fun. The storyline is exceptional at endgame in Heavensward. I'm having a whale of time. If you want to come back to the game or try out the game for the first time, we actually have a guild. We're located on Ragnarok, which is a European legacy server. The restrictions on the legacy server have been completely lifted. The only thing you have to watch out for is you will not be able to create a new character on the server at peak time. So you're better off waking up a little bit early, maybe 8 or 9 in the morning, your local time, and just creating a character there. And you should have no problems. A lot of my friends had the same issue. They tried to create a character at 5 PM, sort of peak time, which is GMT. And obviously the game's going to refuse that based on, you know, lag prevention and other things. But the server is not completely full, but there's a decent amount of people. It's very PvE focused, and we're having a whale of a time. So come and join us if you can. Our guild is called Heaven's Will. Either way, I hope you enjoyed this video. There's many more to come, and thank you all for watching and keeping subbed, and I'll see you next time.